You know what they say, it's not over till it's over. And, I wanted to tell you a story about what transpired a few years ago and perhaps give you some tips while I'm telling this story. So, we were out shopping for a home, and after, trying on a few, let's just say, we arrived. And my buyer decided on buying this home. Now, the home was occupied by renters. Once we signed the agreement, and it was a firm agreement, we couldn't get back into the home. They refused to allow us back into the home to look at the house or even to measure. So, needless to say, closing day came and went, and these people were not out. Of course, we went through the tribunal system, the whole 9 yards. Finally, 2 months later than closing, the renters left. But in the meantime, the story actually is far more. While we were waiting for them to leave, while they got their orders, the home sellers started to get a little strange. And I'll say strange, but I've got another word for it. And they actually wanted to take back the home if my buyer didn't want the home. So my buyer just helped them move their renter out, and so that he could use it for himself. And now they wanted the home back. So these things happen. Of course, my buyer was like, no, I have no rush. I will wait. Things worked out and fell into place for my buyer. But, these things happen. And so one of the lessons I learned, this is it, the key lesson I learned was when you have a renter, and this is before these 8-month delays at the tribunal, before we had these professional renters that were taking over our world. And so at that time, I did say to my buyer, we have a renter, let's give them more closing time. It's almost like you have to be prepared. Now, for the normal person, this is really, really hard because they would have a hard time getting more time because they have to get pre-approved for mortgages, the whole 9 yards. So it's a really, really tough one to be in. What are your thoughts on this topic? Let me know in the comments below.